customers can help support local farms. We're not like a big store where, you know, you just can come and go as you please and expect the selection to be there. You have to realize that we're just a small operation, and we need our customers to be, you know, loyal to us and show up, you know, weekly or whatever, you know, and just because we're producing according to what we can sell. Just respect the fact that we're a small operation, and we need loyal customers that show up regularly.
Yeah, I think it's particularly in the Nanaimo region, it's something beyond just helping that farm. They have to develop, as they have in Courtenay, Comox, Port Alberni, Duncan, Cowichan, Bill Bay, Saanich, Snook, Victoria. All of those communities have decided to support their local farmers big time. Not a nice cute little trip to the farmer's market, but seriously big time. And I think that is where that is what we're going to have to go. Before farmers can afford to actually do more as far as producing food.
I guess, yeah, come buy from me at the markets, engage with your local farmers in general, and just ask questions, and it kind of helps to build that community too, to know you're part of something. You're supporting the little guys. Yeah.
Well, the number one thing that customers can do to help, you know, our farm or any other small farms is to keep being a customer, keep supporting them financially, because it costs a lot of money every year just to get started before we even see a dollar come in. No one doing this is getting rich. It's because we love doing it. There's not a lot of money in this, so financial support is really, really important. Number one. Two, I think their encouragement, their kind words mean a lot when they say things like, "We really appreciate that." Customers like that, they make it. That's really important, more so than they may realize. And third, I think telling their friends, getting their friends to go to farmers markets or to support a small farmer.
When a farmer's market opens, usually it's in May, there's not a huge amount of food, so I guess being good with what is available at that time of year, like lots of greens, lots of you know, there isn't potatoes yet, there aren't beets yet unless they're being grown inside a greenhouse. I think that yeah, eating seasonally would be a big one.
Yeah, and so I think looking at it from a broader perspective, eating seasonally being one important piece, is that farmers, that customers at farmers markets, customers in general of any sort, would think about more about what all the many repercussions are of what they're doing with their dollar. You know, customers would become more aware of the many connections of their actions and how much they can change the world by thinking more about, you know, what it is they're doing and what it is they're buying and where they're buying it from and who's being affected and how those different people and animals and bodies of water and those cultures. So if suddenly we want to eat quinoa, I want to eat quinoa. Quinoa is really, I read it's really good for me. Quinoa, you know, it's low in this and it's high in this, and I want quinoa. So suddenly, you know, a lot of us North Americans suddenly, because we have just money to burn, we go running out and we buy quinoa. And so suddenly the people in that country two things happen. One is they can't afford to eat quinoa anymore because the quinoa that's being grown in their country suddenly doubled in price because we in a richer country suddenly are willing to pay for it, so it's being exported. So, right? And then the people who formerly grew all kinds of different crops that they were good at growing, that they like growing, that are appropriate for their area, are suddenly being told, you gotta grow quinoa. You wanna make money? We're not buying your beans or potatoes anymore. You gotta grow quinoa. So now you're actually affecting that country's culture. So just like corn in Mexico, you know, that's a staple for those people. So you're affecting their culture, their water, their soil, their import, export. You're actually affecting the fabric of their society simply by your food choice. So customers would totally be helping the farm and their own life if we
Their own local economy.
we thought a bit more about what effect our shopping choices have on the rest of the world.
As long as one of the things that we're trying to do is to get the customers to help at the farm would be for them to be consistent in their purchasing decisions, along with we have to be consistent in what we grow and how we go about harvesting and making sure that we show up with produce available for as many people as we can. And if we provide the high quality of produce that we think we do and that the customers seem to enjoy that they get from us, then they're going to spread that through word of mouth, which is not really much more than we can ask for, and that gives us something to grow on.